Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard me say this on stage many times over my 26 years or so up here. Once a Clinch Mountain boy, always a Clinch Mountain boy. And that's the way I look at this gentleman right here. Yes. He and I have been in the recording studio. We've got a lot of Opry stories in Nashville, on the road. Nashville on the road, buddy. Everything else. But he's a true friend to this festival right here. He and Leslie and his group, good to have you back here in 2025 from the great state of North Carolina. That's where all my family's from. Yes. It really is. Tar Heels, that's for sure. Dewey and Leslie Brown, make them welcome this year.
All right, thank you.
We're so glad to be here. Good to see everyone out there. Hope you enjoy some of what we do today, and it's just a blessing to be here. Such a wonderful day.
I need just a tad more monitor for my banjo, please.
Brandon wants to hear his banjo a little bit more. I could use a little bit more mandolin monitor as well.
All right. Are we, what's next? Yes.
Deep in the hills, way down in Virginia, was where I lived for 23 years. Driving one day, just riding for pleasure, just riding for pleasure, I had a few days. I shot the sheriff of Buchanan County. They threw me in jail without any bail. They tried me in Buchanan County for a crime that was done on ignorance and side. The jury came in with a verdict on Monday. They said I was guilty and had to do time. 18 years in Oregon prison. 18 years seemed like 49. Look at you. My thoughts go back to my home in the mountains, to Buchanan County near the Dickinson line, to Buchanan County near the Dickinson line. Thank y'all so much. It's so good to see all of our old friends out here today. It's everybody. It's just wonderful. Well, hon, how about come around? Let me make you welcome to Miss Leslie Brown here on the bass and singing. Writing all those songs, some of those songs that we did the first one, and a lot more to come. But right now we're going to turn her loose on a hot one.
All right, boys, let's go.
Yeah.
Honey, are you mad at your Well, I'm sitting in the shade, with a shovel and a spade, digging in the ground gold mine, Ruby. Honey, are you mad at your But I've done all I can do. Trying to get along. Still you're not satisfied, Ruby. Ruby. Honey, are you mad?
You're made.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that. Y'all feel more than welcome to dance. I used to dance like that little pad up there over every year when I was a little young, and I come up here with my grandparents, and this is just home, so it's good to be home. I can feel it immediately when I go over that that Virginia line. I can just feel it. It's the fresh air.
I hear it every time we cross the Virginia line.
And you hear it going back too.
Y'all they used to say you pick your feet up when you go across the line.
Yeah. Well, we gotta, me and Dewey's married. We've been married for a while now. How long have we been married?
We've been married 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But Dewey got in trouble the other day, and I want to tell y'all about it. He's in really big trouble. Well, you know what? You want to tell him? You want to tell him?
I'll sing it to him. How about that? Well, my wife and I were happy in our trailer, but she didn't like my running round all night.
Well, I warned you a couple times about
Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a fun song that we learned from Dolly Parton and Porter Wagner. They did it a little country way, and we twisted it right on around, and we hope you enjoy. We have a lot of fun with that one.
We do. I get to take out all my aggression in that one song.
Speaking of that, not aggression, but, you know, being married so long, I'm sure we've got a lot of folks out here that's been married longer.
25
Congratulations,
years.
25-year anniversary right
Any
here.
more anniversaries? Well, happy
All right,
anniversary, man. That is something. That's an
That's
accomplishment.
wonderful.
Oh, we got one back here. How many? 75?
55.
55.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Wonderful.
Well, give them a round of applause. 25, 55. Anybody that's just getting started?
That's 80 years altogether.
I know. I know.
Well, I was going to say that 20 years ago, next week would have been my first meeting with Dr. Ralph Stanley. And it's amazing all the fine folks that I have had the chance to meet since that point. I'd never probably ever came above Abingdon, Virginia before. And as I was telling some of the fellas that we had drove separate up today, that some of the turns you got to be careful, but they do a real good job of putting them blue signs out there. And so how about I give everybody a big hand that helps put on the festival? They're keeping it going. And it's a wonderful thing. It's so good to my heart to see it continue. And you know, Ralph Stanley II is a good friend. We have him down at our theater each year in Liberty, North Carolina, in Reedsville. That's what we do most of the time. We've got a couple small movie theaters in Liberty, North Carolina, in Reedsville, and we host shows and bands. And so we'd love to have y'all come down and be at one of our shows sometime. We do a mix of bluegrass and country stars and bluegrass stars and gospel, and we run a real clean show down that way. So y'all, we have a website, the Liberty Showcase and the Reedsville Showcase, and we used to have a Facebook page, but it got attacked and hacked over by someone over in Europe, and we never got it back. So there was some swimsuit model pictures on the first page that got hacked, and I don't know how many people I had called wanting to know when they was going to be there. But most of the time, the shows we have a little harder time selling tickets for. But I got bombarded that one day when they put, and you know, Facebook won't do anything about it. It's free, so they don't really care. But so anyhow,
Why don't you sing us one, honey?
I'll do it.
All right, let's do a little.
They might have took my Facebook away, but I ain't gonna let them take you away.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, ain't nobody gonna take my woman away. Shoulder, just trying to win you over. Thank you. Wrote that one a little while back. Some old Harry Chin fella was trying to take my one away. I said, I'll just write a song about you, buddy.
Well, hey, Brandon, where's all them folks back there going in such a rush?
I don't know, I think they may be going to the fair.
Oh, the fair.
You know what? That's exactly right. They're going to the fair and it's in town. It's just right over here on the hill. They got some of the funniest things you ever did see.
Well, come on, boys, let's go to the fair.
See the fun sights in the cool night air. Grasshopper kissing the old black crow. Roll bread to the do-si-do. More funny things than you ever did see. The ring-tail pigeons, the monkeys in the trees. Lucy cat's coming and Tom gets hair. Come on, boys, let's go to the fair. Strutted on the stage when his big overhaul. Close behind was old little Lou Bear. Bluegrass music by Rooster and Bear. More funny things than you ever did see. The ring-tail pigeons, the monkeys in the trees. Lucy cat's coming and Tom gets hair. Come on, boys, let's go to the fair. Dr. Ralph wrote that years ago. It's a wonderful
I love that
song. That's
song.
fun. Him and Mr. Larry Sparks did that in the late 60s, early 70s there. It's just a wonderful song. Wonderful song. We love it. We have a lot of fun with that.
We sure do. We're going to slow down here and do an a cappella song that I wrote. And I wrote this when my dad was passing away. I was sitting there holding his hand, and God just gave me the words, so I hope it'll touch somebody. And we love a cappella singing. I'm an old primitive Baptist, and that's the way I grew up, and I just love that old mountain singing. So anyway, this song is called Dear Lord, I Am Weary. Dear Lord, I am weary. I am ready for rest. Please, Lord, don't let me linger. Make this my last request. This world is filled with trouble. For many years I did wrong. I am longing for my loved ones and for my eternal home. Dear Jesus, take my hand.
Jesus, take my hand.
Walk me to the other side. My journey here is over. By your perfect will I will abide. This pain I cannot bear. crossing over Jordan.
I'm crossing Jordan.
As my loved ones cry and weep, please, Lord, speak to their hearts. I have found eternal peace.
Eternal peace.
My days now filled with joy.
Days filled with joy.
With Jesus by my side. I tell you, do not cry. We'll meet in heaven by and by. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sweetie. That was beautiful.
Thank you. I get a little choked up on that one. All right, well, let's bring the banjo player up here, Mr. Brandon Henson. Y'all give him a big round of applause. He is working hard for y'all. These guys are. All the fellas here. We're doing shucking and horn. So y'all get up and dance it, G.
Yes, good.
All right.
Thank you so much. This next tune we're going to do for you is, we actually hit the bluegrass charts wide open with this song. And we went, what was it, Dewey?
We hit it so hard it bounced back.
That's a good one. Well, we got an award for it. What do we got?
Double platinum penny.
No, double aluminum. It was lower than the platinum.
Kind of like, if you say it real quick, it seems.
No,
it was very appreciated.
Yes.
We got played around some radio stations, and it's been a fun song. And I did get to write this a few years back, and it's been a good one for us. And we hope you enjoy it today. It's called Dana is a Rambling Girl.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate that. This next tune we're going to do for you is we want to give God all the glory. I love Jesus. Y'all love Jesus? I love Jesus. And he's been so good to us. And I was riding in the car one day and I started thinking about what a sacrifice he gave up there on that cross. And so I wrote this song and really enjoy singing. It's called Ultimate Sacrifice.
Before you do that, I thought you were going to say something else there. I thought you said we was riding in the car and we got hit by a drunk driver running about 100.
Well, that did happen.
Because that happened too, about
Yeah.
2009. And broke legs and other parts, and pregnant with our daughter, Savannah Bell, that's now 15 years old, thank the Lord. And just a miracle. We shouldn't have been here. We shouldn't be here right now if you had to do that again. It was pretty bad. We knocked off the road, down a bridge, into the water. And we thank him. I thank him every day for sparing us. And really makes us appreciate the simple and wonderful things that we all have.
That's right.
All right. Ultimate sacrifice.
Thank y'all so much. All right, well, we got a couple more to do for you here, and we sure have had a good time.
We have.
Yeah.
I had a little request there for the Lee Highway Blues. I just heard that. I ain't played it in a long time. Maybe at the end we can sneak it in. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to do it maybe try to.
All right. This tune that we're going to do next is a tune that I wrote, and it's about mean old mountain girls. Not me, I'm not mean. But anyway, we did a music video on it, and you should check it out on YouTube. And It was a Bonnie and Clyde theme, and they was running through hay bales with cars and guns shooting and all kinds of crazy mess. But anyway, wrote this song. Hope you enjoyed. It's called No Mountain Girl. We're going to do you one more, and then we're going to get out of here. Hope y'all have a good time. Have y'all had a good time at the festival this week? Yeah. Thank y'all for supporting live music. Thank you for supporting this festival. I know they appreciate it. We appreciate it. And we don't want to see any of this die out, so keep supporting it. Keep supporting all the bands that are working hard out there for you. So anyway, we appreciate y'all, and we're gonna take it out a little bit with a little picking and grinning.
I'm sorry, I had the other. I was arranging all kinds of stuff back here, and you said picking and grinning. That phoned me. Different chords, sorry. We'll be right with you in just a second. Technical difficulties. Not too technical. My ADDDHD.
He's got it bad. He's got it real bad.
I thought I had it paused for a second.
No, it never paused, honey. But thanks for trying.
I didn't pause it enough, I guess. Picking, grinning, living life, bluegrass music, Saturday night, raising babies, working hard. I can sleep when I get to the old graveyard.
Are y'all having a good time? Let me hear ya. Good. So no, I think that's too bad. Time to be sad.
Picking, grinning, living life, bluegrass music, Saturday night, raising babies, working hard. I can sleep when I get to the old
dancer. You married a great dancer. You know, I knew what musicians you are.
She tried to teach me how to dance, but I can't. I don't have any rhythm below my knuckles.
They don't pay you or I to dance. I don't think they want to see that out there.
But I can shake, but that's about it.
Hey, thanks for doing Her in the Car and the Mobile Home too. You know, Dave Kirby wrote that song, and that was when he was hanging around before he officially started working for Porter, but based on a true story.
Wow. I'm glad we didn't have to live that one.
No, but he sure did. How about it? Once a Clinch Mountain boy, always a Clinch Mountain boy. Great group right here.